Hello again, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Major League Baseball Trade Trees with me, your host, Evan Thompson, editor-in-chief and national writer at Sport Relay. Sport Relay, honest, unbiased, and apolitical. Sport Relay, your connection to the diamond. In this series, we will take a trade and go through how it developed over time. We will go beyond the original trade, seeing what teams have done with the assets they gained from the trade. Some of the trees we look at are still active, and some will have ended. For this trade tree, we will see how trading Nick Johnson to the team known at the time as the Montreal Expos has brought the New York Yankees an embarrassment of riches. First, the guidelines. A branch of the trade tree remains active when said player leaves and the team gets one or more human assets in return. In baseball, this happens in two ways. Obviously, the first method is for a team to trade the player in return for one or more players. The other method happens when a player leaves as a free agent and the team gets one or more compensatory draft picks, which we call comp picks. Also of note, in baseball, the only draft pick a team can trade is a competitive balance draft pick. However, they can trade minor leaguers all they want. At the end of the 2003 season, the New York Yankees were in an interesting position. They had won the World Series 4 times in a 5-year span, starting in 1996 and ending in 2000 with their three-peat. But since Bernie Williams caught the fly ball from Mike Piazza that completed the three-peat, they had been to the World Series twice, but lost to 2 of the 4 1990s expansion teams, the Arizona Diamondbacks in 2001 and the Florida Marlins in 2003. Losing to the Marlins after barely squeaking by the Boston Red Sox in that year's ALCS set off an arms race. They were wooing the best talent available in free agency as general manager Brian Cashman, who is still there, was negotiating on the trade market. Meanwhile, the Montreal Expos were a team in limbo. They were owned by Major League Baseball itself and had been since early 2002. The team had some talent, but it often got traded away when owners of contenders were looking for pieces to get them over the hump. In the 2003 offseason, one such player was 27-year-old right-hander Javier Vazquez. The impending free agent had just set a career high in strikeouts with 241. But he had told his general manager, Omar Minaya, that he might not re-sign with the team. Since Vazquez was widely viewed to be one of the top pitchers in the majors, Minaya decided to cash in on Vazquez while he still could, knowing that his stock could not rise much higher. On December 16th, 2003, the Yankees and Expos agreed to a trade. The Yankees sent promising, young yet injury-prone first baseman Nick Johnson to the Expos, along with outfielder Juan Rivera and left-hander Randy Choate for Vazquez. Choate never played for the Expos. On March 27th, at the tail end of spring training, the Expos traded him to the Arizona Diamondbacks for right-hander John Patterson. Patterson played 4 seasons with the franchise. He tossed 368 2/3 innings spread across 65 starts, going 15-21 with a 4.15 ERA, which is a 98 ERA minus, a 13.26 WHIP, and a 4.9 WAR. Patterson retired after the 2007 season, ending the first branch. Rivera played 1 season for the Expos, that being their final year in Montreal, which was 2004. In 134 games, he went 120 for 391, slashing 307, 364, 465 with 24 doubles, a triple, 12 homers, 49 RBI, 34 walks, 48 runs scored, and a 2.4 WAR. On November 19, 2004, he was packaged with infielder Mysaris Torres and sent to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim for right fielder Jose Guillen. Since the Expos moved that offseason to Washington, D.C. and became the Washington Nationals, Guillen's box on the chart is a different color. Guillen played 2 seasons for the Nationals. He went 208 for 792 across 217 games, slashing 263, 319, 455 with 47 doubles, 3 triples, 33 homers, 116 RBI, 46 walks, 109 runs, and a 2.7 WAR. He left as a free agent after the 2006 season. With the comp pick, the Nationals selected outfielder Michael Burgess. We'll come back to him in a minute. Now to the main character in this trade, Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson played 5 seasons with the franchise, 1 with the Expos and 4 with the Nationals. In 487 games, he went .467 for 1666, slashing .280, .408, .460, with 121 doubles, 5 triples, 56 homers, 248 RBI, 21 stolen bases in 37 attempts, 326 walks, 335 strikeouts, 263 runs scored, and 11.1 WAR. On the 2009 trade deadline, which was July 31st, the Nationals traded Johnson, the last remaining player on their roster who had played for the Expos, to the Florida Marlins. In return, the Marlins sent the Nationals a minor leaguer, right-hander Aaron Thompson. Thompson spent 09 and 10 in the minors. After the season, the Nationals put him on waivers. The Pittsburgh Pirates claimed him on December 23rd, ending the Nick Johnson branch of the tree. Back to Michael Burgess. He never made the majors with the Nationals. On January 19th, 2011, he was traded, along with left-hander Graham Hicks and right-hander A.J. Morris, to the Chicago Cubs for left-hander Tom Gorzelany. Gorzelany played 2 seasons for the Nationals and was part of the 2012 NL East Championship team, the first Nationals team to ever make the playoffs. In the regular season, he started 16 games and pitched 59 in relief. Across 177 innings, he went 8-8 with a .356 ERA, which is a 92 ERA minus, a .1299 WHIP, and 1.6 WAR. He also made 1 postseason appearance. Gorzelany left as a free agent after the 2012 season. The Nationals did not receive a comp pick, thus ending the entire Expos/Nationals side of the tree. Note that all the players on their side of the tree combined to play in 1 postseason game. Now for the Yankees side of the tree. Vasquez was with the Yankees twice. This was his first stint, which lasted 1 season. He started 32 games and made the All-Star team. Across 198 innings, he was 14 and 10 with a .491 ERA, which is a 108 ERA minus, a .1288 WHIP, and 2.6 WAR. The Yankees won the AL East that season and made it to the ALCS. Vasquez made 3 appearances during that run, all in relief. After the Yankees famously blew a 3-0 series lead to the Red Sox in the ALCS, they retooled wherever they could. In doing so, they traded Vasquez. On January 11th, 2005, they sent him, along with left-hander Brad Halsey, catcher Dioner Navarro, and cash, to the Diamondbacks for left-hander and future Hall of Famer Randy Johnson. At the time of the trade, Randy was 41, so this was not peak of his powers Randy Johnson. Nonetheless, he played 2 seasons with the Yankees. The first one went well, and the second one didn't. In total, the big unit started 67 games in those 2 seasons. Across 430 and 2/3 innings, he went 34 and 19 with a .437 ERA, which is a 98 ERA minus, an 1180 WHIP, and 7.5 WAR, which is all still pretty good. The Yankees won the AL East in both seasons, and Johnson made 3 postseason appearances for the Bronx Bombers. The Yankees traded Johnson back to the Diamondbacks with cash on January 9th, 2007. In return, the Diamondbacks gave the Yankees 4 players: right-hander Ross Ollendorf, right-hander Steven Jackson, infielder Alberto Gonzalez, and right-hander Luis Vizcaino. We'll take care of the Jackson branch now, since it'll be quick. He spent 3 seasons in the Yankees farm system. On May 18th, 2009, the Yankees put him on waivers. The Pittsburgh Pirates claimed him, ending his branch before it even became one. Vizcaino pitched the 2007 season for the Yankees, making 77 relief appearances. Across 75 and 1/3 innings, he went 8-2 with a .430 ERA, which is a 96 ERA minus, a 1447 WHIP, which is kind of high. League average is usually in the 1300s, the low 1300s, and an 0.7 WAR. They won the AL wild card that year, bowing out in the division series to the then Cleveland Indians. He made 1 appearance in that series. That was the Midge series. After the 2007 season, Vizcaino left as a free agent. The Yankees received a comp pick, and they used that pick to draft left-hander Jeremy Bleich. Bleich stayed in the minors for 7 seasons before leaving as a free agent, ending the Luis Vizcaíno branch. Ross Ollendorf made it into 31 games and produced a negative 0.5 WAR. He was traded along with right-hander Jeff Karstens, right-hander Daniel McCutchen, and outfielder Jose Tabata to the Pirates on July 26, 2008 for Xavier Nady and Damaso Marte. Nady, a right fielder, played in parts of the 2008 and 2009 seasons for the Bronx Bombers. In 66 games, he went 69 for 256, slashing .270, .319, .469 with 15 doubles, 12 homers, 42 RBI, 30 runs scored, and 1.0 WAR. He injured his right elbow on April 14, 2009, and needed Tommy John surgery to repair it, spending the rest of the season on the disabled list. Nady left as a free agent that offseason, and the Yankees received no compensation. Left-handed reliever Damaso Marte pitched 3 seasons for the Yankees. Across 76 games, all in relief, he tossed 49 in 1/3 innings, going 2-6 with a 6.02 ERA, which is a 136 ERA minus, a 13.38 WHIP, and negative 0.4 WAR. However, in the 2009 postseason, he was lights out as a left-handed specialist. He made 8 appearances, tossing a combined total of 4 innings with a 0.00 ERA, 2 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts, and 500 WHIP. That's right, he allowed 2 base runners the entire postseason. During his time with the Yankees, they had 1 division title, 1 wildcard berth, made 1 LCS appearance, won 1 pennant, and won 1 championship. In fact, in their clinching Game 6 of the 2009 World Series, Marte was the second to last pitcher to pitch. The last one, of course, being Mariano Rivera. Marte retired after the 2011 season, ending the entire Ross Ollendorf branch. Now for the Alberto Gonzalez branch. He played 40 games to the tune of a negative 0.8 WAR in 2007 and 2008. The Yankees had 1 wildcard berth during his tenure, but he did not play in any postseason games. On July 31st, 2008, 5 days after the Ollendorf trade, they traded Gonzalez to the Nationals for minor league right-hander Johnny Nunez. A few months later, on November 13th, the Yankees traded Nunez, along with infielder Wilson Betemit and right-hander Jeff Marquez, to the Chicago White Sox for 2 players. The first player was right-hander Kanakoa Teixeira. Teixeira played in the farm system in 2009 before being selected by the Seattle Mariners in the Rule 5 draft. The second player lasted a bit longer, right fielder Nick Swisher. He lasted 4 seasons to be exact. Swisher played 598 games with the Yankees, going 570 for 21-27. He slashed .268, .367, .483 with 134 doubles, 4 triples, 105 homers, 349 RBI, 5 stolen bases in 12 attempts, 327 walks, 531 strikeouts, 331 runs scored, and an 11.9 WAR. While with the Yankees, Swisher played in 36 postseason games. He was part of 1 All-Star team, 3 division champions, 1 wildcard team, 2 LCS participants, a pennant winner, and a World Series champion. He also got married while with the Yankees. I wouldn't have mentioned it, but the woman he married was actress Joanna Garcia, best known as Cheyenne Hart Montgomery from the hit WB sitcom Reba. Reba McEntire was even a bridesmaid in their wedding. But anyway, back to the trade tree. Nick Swisher left the Yankees after the 2012 season as a free agent. Now, if the trade tree ended right here, the Yankees would have done extremely well. But it doesn't end here. Oh no. You see, the Yankees received a compensatory pick when Swisher left. And with that pick, the Yankees selected Aaron Judge. We are filming this the night of April 10th, 2025. As of right now, Judge has played in 58 postseason games for the Yankees. He has made 6 All-Star teams, was the 2017 AL Rookie of the Year, is a 2-time AL MVP, has won 4 Silver Slugger Awards, and broke the American League record for home runs in a season in 2022 when he belted 62 of them. So far since calling him up, the Yankees have 3 division championships, 4 wildcard berths, 6 division series appearances, 4 LCS appearances, and have won 1 pennant. From his debut in 2016 to April 9th of 2025, he has gone 1,043 for 36-12 across 1,005 games, slashing .289, .406, .607 with 176 doubles, 5 triples, 321 homers, 736 RBI, 55 stolen bases in 71 attempts, 700 walks, 750 runs scored, and a 53.6 WAR. He is the active leader in career slugging percentage, and in both 2022 and 2024, he led the majors in WAR with 10.8 in each season. Keep in mind, 8 WAR in a season is considered MVP caliber. Judge is signed through 2031, and at the rate his career is going, only something really weird will keep him from making the Hall of Fame. In summary, the Expos Nationals got 9 seasons of production and 1 postseason game from their entire side of this trade tree. The Yankees, now in the 22nd season since the original trade, had 9 players from this tree play in at least 1 postseason game. 3 of them played on a pennant winner, with 2 of them playing on a World Series champion. They even got Nick Johnson back for 1 season. The ultimate prize in this trade tree is their current face of the franchise and the most recent Yankee legend. It is safe to say that this trade tree will go down as one of, if not the greatest in the rich history of the New York Yankees. And keep in mind, Babe Ruth was not traded, he was sold. So don't say Babe Ruth. So, what do you think of this trade tree? Leave us a comment. And if there are any other trade trees you'd like to see us do, tell us in the comments. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Nick Johnson for Javier Vazquez trade tree. Stay tuned for more episodes of Trade Trees where we explore the intricate web of trades and their lasting impacts on teams. Thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. Click subscribe so you'll never miss an episode of this show or of our other show, Reliever Roundup and Bullpen Bonanza. Tell your friends and baseball contacts. If you haven't done so yet, consider buying my books, A Complete History of the Major League Baseball Playoffs, Volume 1 and Volume 2. There are links in the description box below this video. And finally, bookmark and regularly visit sportrelay.com. Until next time, this is Evan Thompson saying so long for now.